Hello, everyone. Tuning into the news bulletin today, December the 21st. Coming first with local news. The information technology industry gained its annual growth rate at an average of 31.1%, with the revenue estimated at $110 billion. These figures were released at a conference held by the Ministry of Information and Communications. According to the report, IT firms contributed more than 53 trillion Vietnam dong to the state budget. Computers and electric spare parts ranked third out of 10 key exports of Vietnam in 2019. In addition to the three hubs being Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City, and Da Nang, there are 5 more cities and provinces achieving the IT revenue of $1 billion, including Bắc Ninh, Thái Nguyên, Bắc Giang, Vĩnh Phúc, and Hải Phòng. However, IT industry remains heavily dependent on FDI enterprises, which make up more than 90% of the export revenue. Local enterprises are now many take part in low value-added process and have no outstanding products branded from Vietnam. After 5 years of negotiation, Japan had turned on the green light for fresh lychee from Vietnam to be directly exported to its market. So in the 2020 harvest, besides traditional markets, Vietnam lychees found a new one to seize bird potential. In a letter sent to the Plant Protection Department under the Vietnam's Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, Japan's Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries announced that the direct export of fresh lychees from Vietnam to Japan has been officially green-lighted. The regulation on imported plant quarantine for Vietnamese lychee, which took effect on December 15, 2019, was included in the letter. Accordingly, Vietnamese lychee exported to Japan must be grown in gardens, supervised and granted area codes by the Plant Protection Department and comply with Japan's regulations on plant quarantine and food safety. World news. The UK withdrawal from the European Union, or so-called Brexit, gained new progress on Friday. The Brexit deal signed between UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson and EU in October had just been passed by the new term Lower House for the first time, allowing to convene a meeting on the general principle of the bill. Lawmakers at the 650-seat Lower House voted 358 to 234 to convene a meeting in order to reveal the general principles of the withdrawal agreement bill, which is a critical condition to have the bill officially approved. Speaking on Friday, Prime Minister Johnson stated that his Brexit deal will pave the way for a new agreement on their future relationship with the European neighbours based on an ambitious free trade agreement, and that UK could control of its own laws with no alignments on EU rules. Denied. Russian investigators yesterday named the man who opened fire on the headquarters of the Federal Security Service FSB in Moscow as Gerasim Manchurov, a 39-year-old former security guard located in a town nearby the capital. Authorities shut Manchurov's home in early hours of Friday morning and questioned his neighbors. Manchurov killed one FSB employee outright and wounded 5 other people, with 1 civilian included, outside the FSB main building in Moscow on Thursday evening before he was shot dead. A second FSB employee who has been seriously wounded later died from his wounds in hospital, bringing the death toll to 2, excluding the gunman, investigators said on Friday. That's all for today's news. Thanks for joining us and goodbye.